What's up guys, Dodgers Randy here. I just made it to Camelback Ranch. As you can see, I'm in a new place for parking. White Sox have a game going on right now, which I didn't really factor in or think about. So I had to park all the way in the back, but it's all good. I'm here now, gonna check out practice for a little bit before heading over to Goodyear for the Reds game. Not sure how much practice I'll be able to see just because I don't wanna get stuck in all this traffic trying to get to the actual game. So I may leave a little earlier. I'm gonna keep an eye on the White Sox game and kind of see how that's going and make my decision from there. But the cool thing about parking back here is you get to see stuff like this. It's probably kind of hard for you guys to see. Let me see if we can, I mean, I can get pretty close. Well, to the fence at least. But there's minor leaguers out there right now taking some ground balls, just working on some fielding stuff. No idea who any of them are, but it's pretty cool because you can just come stand back here and watch. And then behind me here is the MLB field. There's people in line for autographs, stuff like that. But you usually see a lot of people out here when the big leaguers take BP because they'll just stand out here and wait for fly balls that come out. So I'm gonna head in now and I'll catch up with you guys when I get
AJ. Hey Jake, good luck, bud. Welcome aboard. Justin, get up there.
Rich Hill laying down those good bunts right there. Hey Manny.
How are you?
Seeger, I love you! Behind you, Mr. Seeger! Mr. Seeger, behind you! Mr. Seeger!
Just made it to Goodyear. Luckily missed all the traffic getting here from Camelback. That's why I wanted to leave early because stadium opens in about 25 minutes. Apparently on Fridays they open 2 hours before first pitch and they have a happy hour that goes on until the game starts. So I'm gonna check that out, see what that's like. As you guys could see, there wasn't a lot of guys at practice. I noticed after they all came out that the guys who are playing in tonight's game wasn't there. Apparently they've been here like most of the day, which is kind of strange. Usually they travel with they leave after practice, but who knows? Not a big deal. But if you've been to Camelback before, you know where the players walk out and they have like a little gated area and there's always security that comes by and stands and blocks the people if a player's coming out of practice, whatever the case may be, so that way fans can't just walk up and touch the player. Well, today that didn't happen. Today they actually didn't have any security working until the players were on the field. Sounded like there was just a miscommunication because some of the guys came here and then some of them stayed behind. So it sounded like they didn't think the Dodgers were gonna have practice there. So not a big deal. None of the fans acted stupid or anything. Everybody just hung out and nobody tried to get too close to a player, left them all alone. So it was cool, no worries. But yeah, that's the front of Goodyear. It's the Indians and the Reds. So I've only seen the Indians here so far, gonna see the Reds now. So I'll get to add another pin to my collection, the Reds one. And then I don't think I mentioned this, but Kemp, Puig, and Farmer are all in the lineup tonight. So it's gonna be interesting to see Julio pitch against them. But I'm gonna go to Will Call and get my tickets now. And I'll see you guys inside and see if they have a happy hour going on, since I'm gonna have a while. So catch up with y'all in a little bit. So got out to the right field pavilion where they have their bar set up. This is open to anyone with a ticket as long as it's not reserved, and that's the case today. The tables down there are reserved. So I only have a standing room only ticket, so I'm hanging out here right now, just watching the guys take BP. Got myself a margarita, I'm chilling. Got quite a while till game time, so just gonna enjoy a little bit and have my seat here because I don't have a seat, so I took up, I'm sitting at a table like that right now. And I did buy this, so it's the Reds media guide, but if you look at what it says at the bottom, they were baseball's first professional team, and so it's the 150th anniversary for MLB, and you'll see some of the players' jerseys. Let's clear that up. Let's see. This is Taylor batting. But some of the jerseys and the hats will have the MLB 150 logo this year. So they're celebrating their 150th year. I'm not a big fan of how the logo turned out, but I thought this media guide was really cool with the baseball's first professional team and celebrating it and the whoa, sorry. So I went and bought one just to add to my baseball collection, but I'm gonna see if I can actually sit down there a little closer and maybe get a ball thrown to me. We shall see. All right, so I have an embarrassing story to admit. I'm so disappointed in myself. I was in right field, like I showed you guys, and I think it was Brad Miller. I don't really know his swing, and he was very far, but he was left-handed. Brad Miller's a lefty, right? Someone correct me if not. He crushed quite a couple balls into right field, and if you've ever seen Goodyear, they've got like a huge wall, kind of, you have to get it over, and then there's like a bar area up top. So I was hanging out at the bar area watching BP, and he crushed one, and I ended up getting it. It bounced around, and so I ended up getting one, and then right after he hit that one, he hit another one. It almost hit me, but it didn't. However, I was playing with the ball, not thinking, like just holding it in my hand, and I dropped it, and it totally like went under a railing and fell onto the field. And so me and like two other people were like yelling at this guy. I think he's a coach. And we're like, no, that's like, can you get, because the ball was maybe 10 feet away. Like it was barely on the grass from the warning track. And we yelled and said like, hey, I dropped my ball. Can I get that back? And he just ignored us. So I lost my ball, but it's all good. It wasn't a spring training ball, so I'm not too worried. After last season, I have plenty of them. But I was out there with my friend, and my friend Alexa, and she caught two that coaches threw up to her, so she gave me one. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give it away on Twitter. I want to find a way to do giveaways on YouTube. It's just really hard because the way the format's set up for commenting and stuff like that. So I'll figure out something so that way I don't exclude you guys. But if you have a Twitter, follow me on there. It's at Dodgers_Randy. It's just a regular BP ball. It's not spring training, anything like that, but the Dodgers hit it, player or coach threw it up, so probably just give it away because it doesn't really mean anything to me. I just wanted the spring training logo, but unfortunately didn't get one of those. So yeah, other than that, I had my margarita. We got about an hour till game time, so I'm gonna get food because I'm starving. I got my souvenir. So now I've got my pin right there. So I've been here twice now to this field, and both times it was against the Indians. So now I finally get to add my Reds one, and I think that means I only have to get 3 more pins to have every team in spring training. So I'm excited for that. And then once I finish off all the Cactus League, my plan is to end up in Florida. So hopefully in 2021, that's the goal, is to do some Florida spring training, but we'll see. So I'm gonna go get some food and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit.
I know the difference.
So Dodgers offense is really struggling today. We are in the 6th inning and they only have 1 hit. Urias looked incredible out there. He didn't give up any runs. I don't think that run was his. Kevin Quackenbush came in and I think he was on the mound when the run came across. The only run, of course, was Puig. But offense, unfortunately, just isn't having a good day today. They've got 1 error, 1 hit, and that's about it. Reds only have 4 hits, so 1-0 game right now. Mike Ahmad is hitting, and then they have Verdugo on deck. And there's now 2 guys on for Verdugo, first and second, with 1 out. So hopefully they can get something going here. Paulo Orlando just crushed the ball to left field. He barely even moved. Dodgers went from losing 1-0 to now 8-1. 8 runs in the 8th inning. All right, well, I'm heading out now. I didn't really have a chance to eat. I was standing like the entire game, so kind of made it a little bit more difficult than I would have liked. So unfortunately, didn't get to have their giant nachos that they had, but that game went from really boring to really fun very fast. They scored 8 runs in that inning. They went from having 1 hit, no runs, losing 1-0 to 8-1 all in half of an inning. So I didn't even realize Orlando's home run was actually a grand slam, but he crushed that thing. The left fielder, I think I might have said on the video it was Puig. It wasn't. I didn't even notice Puig got pulled out. I just saw a guy look up and not move, and I still thought Puig was out there for some reason. So, but that thing was destroyed. So they look good. I think Alex Verdugo was the only really big leaguer in at that point, or at least going to be big leaguer. The rest were all minor leaguers who got the job done, but it was nice to see them put together some hits and see a bases loaded base hit and grand slam. So pretty happy with how it ended up turning out. I didn't feel like staying much longer. I need to eat, and I have quite a few friends that are here, so I'm gonna go enjoy my weekend for once. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate it. As of now, I don't have a ticket for tomorrow's game. I do have one for Sunday now, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'll of course go to practice. Not sure if I don't really want to spend a bunch of money on a game. It's sold out, so the ticket prices are gonna be a little ridiculous. So I'll let you guys know once I go, but either way, I'll be there Sunday if I don't go to the game tomorrow. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.